What's up, guys? Okay. What's up, J-Lo? Good morning. Over here in Southern California, it's 11:56. Kind of started these a little bit late tonight, but we'll see what's going on. Waiting for a couple more people to come in the room. All right, fire signs transformation. I'm picking that up. Oh, thank you. It's time for a transformation. Especially with all these eclipses that happen. I want to say pretty soon we're having a full or new moon in Pisces. So that's a lot of energy as well. That's the 12th house, our subconscious, you know, that's for some of us, but okay, we have 2 in here, which give about 5 more minutes. So J-Lo, what are your signs? Since I think you and someone else are the only one that's really in here right now. Oh, they're really having me shuffle this for you guys. This live readings today. Sagittarius, okay. All right, Kathy. Pisces, Leo rising. Okay. Cross watching for Sag. Okay, only you can be you. I do the same thing for Gemini. I have a Gemini placement, but King of Swords. Is it King? Knight of Swords. I'm sorry. I have in my chart. I have Mars and Gemini in the 8th house. It's a pretty okay placement. It's not too bad. I hate lies. Do not try and lie to me because one, I mean, my Virgo will catch your ass. Two, you know, just that placement specifically will back you into the corner. Oh my God. Oh, you have a Sagittarius North Node, J-Lo. Okay. All right. If anyone here has their North Node or their True Node, same, really kind of same thing, in Leo right now, that's pretty good. It's your time right now. And if you have a South Node, obviously, I mean, in Aquarius, or your descending node in Aquarius, it's your time, guys, right now. I have it flipped. I'm having a reversal nodal return. Okay, let's see. We're probably going to start right now in a little bit. Okay. All right, we'll start. Okay, so for the singles, I'm doing the Legacy Tarot. And for the couples, I'm doing the Line Strider Tarot right here, guys, okay? So we're going to start with Aries, and then we'll do Leo and then Sag. Should we do couples or singles first? What do you guys think? What's going on, One Love? All right, Kathy, we got 2 for singles. J-Lo, we have single. Okay, we'll start off with singles, and actually have singles in my hand, so. Okay. Okay. Let me tune in, see how many times I'm going to shuffle to prepare. Okay, 4. Okay, J-Lo, yeah, you're a cusp. Yeah, you'd want to watch both too, for sure. 1. 2. 3. Last one. 4. Okay. Okay, Father God, what can you give me for Aries singles for September 2017? Please pop out. Supply the first base card. Okay, he wants to come out. 4 of coins reversed or 4 of pentacles reversed. Why is the 4 of coins reversed here for Aries? Please supply up to 2 clarifier cards, please. Why is the 4 of coins here? Putting a little amethyst in the center card there. They've wanted me to do that lately. Devil reverse. 1 more base card, please. Okay. Seven of Cups reverse. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Swords reverse. Okay, maybe you guys could be possibly dealing with the Capricorn. Let's see. Hello, destination. Okay. Oh, Kathy from Australia, huh? Okay. All right. So, Aries, singles. Okay, I'm kind of picking up that Aries singles, you kind of caught yourself. Okay, thank you. You caught yourself in terms of a decision that you made. You realize that it maybe wasn't the best decision, and I feel like now you're giving to the proper decision, whatever the case may be for you. And I feel like with the Devil card reversed here, I kind of feel like, maybe you realize that something wasn't right, or you came out of a period of allowing something to currently control you, in terms of whatever the case may be for you, whether it's a person, whether it's a substance, whether it's alcohol, whatever the case is for you, Aries. But I feel like you're no longer giving to this Devil card, right? You are no longer going to harbor it, and you're no longer going to provide it with substance so that it lives on. I feel like you want to end it. And I can see that you are diligently trying to do this, because I feel, Aries single, that the decisions that you made in the past were not necessarily the best ones for you. And I feel like now that you released this Devil card here, that you're starting to come to the conclusion that, you know what, it doesn't serve me any longer. I'm over it. It's done. It's a wrap. Like, that's it. And it was something that was difficult, I think, I want to say, maybe for you to come to terms with. But it's a good thing, I feel. And with the Seven of Swords reversed here, I feel like this is something that you caught. You caught that one thing that was controlling you. And I feel like now it's only going to be good, because now you're going to move forward. And then, we have the Lovers reversed here, could maybe be dealing with the Gemini. But I feel like the Lovers card can also signify making a decision. But when it's in reverse, it means either you made the decision or you can't make the decision. Like, you're kind of stuck between making it. But I feel here like you made the decision. You made the decision to move forward. You made the decision to no longer accept what it is that you feel like was controlling you, or you felt like what was holding you down, what was keeping you bound to a certain situation. And I feel like now you're giving to the proper decisions, or to the proper way of doing things. Now, I'm also picking up on the flip side. This can also mean as well that maybe you haven't gotten over it yet. Maybe there is still, whenever I see the Devil card reversed here, I can kind of, sometimes I conclude that maybe, depending upon the surrounding cards, that maybe you're not aware that it's still around. Maybe it is still around. You never really know. This is on the contrary, guys. Maybe it's not. Maybe it really is. Let's see, one second. Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. But are you making the correct decisions to actually let this go? But I'm not really leaning more towards that. That's just another scenario that I can kind of conclude from it. But I'm going to go with the first set of when I said that you guys are coming out of this period of keeping something controlled, or keeping something at bay, that's not necessarily supposed to be there. Okay, that's what I got for Aries singles. Here's Aries couples. Okay, let's see. Three. Okay. You drown the devil in holy water. Yeah, you see, J-Lo, I kind of picked that up, that it was maybe still around, you know what I mean? Like, and when it's in reverse, sometimes that makes me think that you're just kind of unaware that it's still around, or there's certain aspects of it that is still around. You're just kind of maybe missing kind of where it is, and it's hard to decipher, like, the residuals that's left over from it. Okay, so I said 3. There's 1. 2. So the Hermit card popped up. I'm feeling a lot of contemplation, Aries couples. Okay. Hey, Father God, what do you have for Aries couples? Please release the first space card, please, for Aries couples for September 2017. What's the first space card for Aries? Aries, you have to let it go. I'm kind of picking that up a little bit. It's time to release whatever doesn't serve you in terms of couples. King of Wands reversed. You see, someone's coming in very, very abruptly. They're being very disrespectful. They just don't give a shit, and they're trying to use their power over someone else. That's what I'm picking up. Okay, Father, please release the second card here. The third card as a clarifier for Aries couples. Aries couples, please. Eight of Swords here. And the Wheel of Fortune popped out. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles here. Okay. So Aries couples. You could maybe be dealing with the Sagittarius. I'm kind of feeling that also. It's time to take the blindfold off, Aries couples. Stop pretending like you're blind. Stop pretending like you can't see, because you can clearly see what's going on. I mean, because someone's coming in very abruptly. Now, this can either be your energy or maybe the other person's energy. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. This type of energy right here, the King of Wands reverse, is someone who is just someone who's extremely powerful in terms of how they deliver things. Maybe not necessarily powerful per se, but they believe that they are. And what they tend to do is they tend to use their power over other people. They tend to like to scare people and use it as a way of getting what they want. And it's in a very dishonest way. And what ends up happening is that, see, but underneath this here, underneath the surface is fear. And they're the most sad out of everybody. They just don't want to admit it. And instead of actually going through their issues and working through them and being honest with themselves, what they end up doing is they end up wreaking more havoc. Okay? That's why I picked up to let it go. I'm also kind of picking up too here that someone's being left out in the cold. And the reason why they're being left out in the cold is because this type of energy right here, they're going to be left out in the cold for sure. One person's going to get hurt. The other person is actually, this person is actually hurt way more, but they just use their aggression as a way of being a defense mechanism. And I feel, Aries couples, like you're going to have to make a decision. This is a very karmic card. It's a really good card as well because, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is saying a completion of a cycle. That's why I'm saying, Aries couples, it's time to leave. You need to get out of this situation because you feel left out Not only that, but you believe or you're under the impression that you're trapped. And you're not trapped. That's why the blindfold is there. It's because you don't want to see. You don't want to take it off. I'm also picking up that you necessarily don't want to really take that risk in terms of leaving because you're kind of unsure of how things are going to go. You're unsure of, you know, if this asshole right here is going to, you know, try and, you know, shit in your cereal. I'm sorry for the cussing. But that's kind of the best way I can kind of conclude and come to the realization that that's kind of what's going on. Okay, Aries couples, it's time to venture out onto your own. It's time to leave. You need to leave the situation and know that Spirit and God and whoever it is, whoever or whatever it is that you confide in, they have your back. Okay. All right, that's what I got for Aries couples. Yeah, guys, if you'd like to delve more into your situation, go ahead and book a reading. It's in the description box. Yeah, see the Emperor reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Hangman reversed, Strength reversed. It's time to leave. You need to build your strength up and actually go about with it. Okay? You need to make this decision already. It's time. You need to make it because with the Wheel of Fortune, they have your back. Okay? The Spirit, the universe, God has your back. You need to get over being sad, okay? Because you're not trapped. You're choosing to stay in this relationship. You're not protecting your stability, Aries. You came up in your own reading right at the end here, the Emperor card. It's not worth it. You're not getting anything from the situation or from the partnership anyway. So what the hell do you really have to lose? You have to build up your strength, okay? Okay. Leo. We'll start with singles. Okay, Leo, let me tune in. Okay, 5. Wow. You want me to shuffle a lot today. That was fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, and then we'll start. Okay, Leo singles. Here we go. Father God, can you please provide the first base card for Leo singles? What are they currently going through? What's the current disposition? Father God, please provide a release. The Chariot, Leo singles, you could be dealing with the Cancer possibly. Father God, why is the Chariot card here for Leo singles? What's going on? How does it pertain to their situation, Lord? Okay. The Sun. The Devil. You guys, this is coming out a lot for everyone. This is a very karmic card. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Coins here, or the Page of Pentacles reverse. Okay. So Leo singles. Are you going to move forward with what it is that you want to move forward with? Okay. You're going to have to make a decision, Leo. Okay? And the decision is, one, you came up in your own reading. What's the decision going to consist of? Are you going to continue to be scared? And are you going to continue to not move forward and to be very slow in moving forward and just not wanting to move forward? Whenever we see, or whenever we have the Page of Pentacles here, reverse, This is very stubborn energy. Any kind of pentacle, in terms of a knight or a page, you're very, very slow. They're the slowest knight. They're the slowest of the whole bunch, right? But are you going to finally see what's really going on? Because I feel, Leo, like you're convincing yourself that everything is fine. And that, you know, this devil card right here, everything's fine. Everything's okay. We're doing okay. I feel like that's kind of what's going on. There's a lot of delusion going on with this. Because everything is not okay. Because if everything was okay, right, you wouldn't want to move forward. You wouldn't want to just move forward in a proper direction. And you wouldn't be so slow in terms of moving forward. And I also feel like there's confusion here a little bit too. Like you're unsure if you want to move forward. You're like, okay, let's move forward. Okay, well, it's not. It's going back and forth with yourself, Leo. And I feel like you're going to have to make the decision. Are you going to do it or you're not? Okay, are you going to move forward or are you going to let, you know, this devil card make the decision for you, or you're going to use your vitality in terms of moving forward and leaving this behind? But it's your choice. But you have to make this decision. Enough is enough. You can't allow yourself to continue to be stuck in that situation. You're not stuck. You believe that you are, or you're choosing to be stuck in the situation. You're not. And it's time to move forward. But move forward in the direction as to which you need to move forward, and stop being so stubborn, and you need to move forward, okay? That's what I got for Leo singles. Okay, let's do Leo couples. The star, time to be vulnerable, Leo. It's Leo couples. Okay, we'll do 3. One. 2. 3. Okay. Father God, can you please release for Leo couples? Okay, can you release 2 clarifier cards for why the 7 of Wands is here reversed, please? Yeah, Kathy, it's I was getting that too, for sure. But you're gonna have to make the decision that's best for you, because if the decisions are all left to you, or you're the one that's left to have to deal with it, the other party's not actually giving. They're not giving their opinion. So what does their opinion really matter at this point? It's not helping you anyway. So might as well make your own decision and move forward. You know, that's what I'm getting at. So for the first base card for Leo couples, we have the 7 of Wands reversed. Okay, so you don't want to fight anymore. You're over it. It's not necessarily. I'm feeling like you don't want to fight anymore because you don't want to. You feel like you're fighting for something that doesn't really matter at this point anymore. And also, I want to tell you to not give up. In terms of giving up, in terms of what you really want, what's going to make your life happier, and what's going to make your life, you know, pleasurable. 10 of Pentacles here. Continue fighting for what it is that you want, though, Leo, not for the significant other, because you're fighting alone in a sense. You know, don't give up on your 10 of Pentacles, okay? Because you're almost there. You're going to get it, but you know, great things are worth fighting for. Can you please release one more clarifier card, Lord? Okay, I came shooting out. King of Cups. 2 of Pentacles here. Okay, Leo couples. Okay, Leo couples, one of you is going to have to be back kind of to what I said about the singles. It's you could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. You could be dealing with the Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio as well. Leo couples, you're going to have to decide, what do you want? In order to have everything that you want and to feel like you're complete and you have satisfaction and fulfillment in terms of your stability, you're going to have to be honest. But you're going to have to be honest with yourself, most importantly. You're going to have to be honest with the other person as well and telling them, hey, you're not supplying what I need in terms of emotionally, given that it's appropriate and given that it's, it's according to plan, like, your significant other actually has that in them to supply you with that. That's what I'm saying, accordingly. Now with the Seven of Wands reversed here, I feel like you want to give up. You're almost at that point, or you're at that point where you're ready just to throw the towel in. But don't throw the towel in just yet, because I feel like if you just fight a little bit more, regardless if you stay or whether you leave, that's up to you. But I feel like through this experience, you're going to be able to feel the balance eventually. Things are going to transpire and go the way that you necessarily kind of want them to. It may not happen right away, but it's going to happen. And when it does, you're going to feel like then, once the situation is gone or the problem is gone, then that's when you can then say, okay, now I can do what's best for me. Now I can do what's best for my own sake, or if your significant other does hop on board, then you guys can do it for each other. Feeling balance, especially, and also having the confidence that everything that gets thrown at you, you can handle it. Whether this is including your significant other or not, you're going to have to make that decision. Guys, a lot of these cards are coming up in terms of leaving, in terms of completing what no longer serves you, because that's what this whole entire eclipse was about. It was about leaving. It's about, when I say leaving, I mean just walking away from the things that don't serve you any longer. You need to get away from it. You need to release it. It's all about release. Thank you. It's all about release. That's what the most important word is, I think, or the common denominator in terms of all the signs together. It's release. You need to release. And whether that means leaving or staying, that's what it's going to entail. And I feel like you can't give up, though, Leo couples. You can't. Because when you give up, that's when you're not going to feel balanced. Because then you're going to feel like, oh, shit. Like, I didn't fight for the things that I really wanted as a person. I didn't fight for the things that I need, Yeah, exactly, J-Lo, yeah. Out with the old, in with the new. Exactly. That's exactly what this whole... I mean, we had, a lunar eclipse, I think, and then we had a solar eclipse in the same month in the sign of Leo. Like, when Leo's a very proud sign. You know what I mean? Speaking of Leo, very proud sign. They're a sign that does things what's best for them. Not saying that they're selfish, but they tend to, they don't look at it as being selfish. They look at it as like, this is what I need and this is what I'm going to do. And that's okay. But that's what I'm saying. Leaving those things that no longer serve you, that don't play a part in your life anymore. It's time to let it go and it's time to move on. And if you don't let it go, the universe is going to take it from you. And the universe is going to put you in positions where it's time to let it go. And also, a solar eclipse, it plays out in 6 months, okay, until we have our next one. So don't give up, in terms of, or don't fight it, because it's going to happen regardless, guys. And I hate to say that, but it is what it is. It's even happening in my life as well, just like your guys' life. It's time to let it go. It's time to, I always say, I say, Elsa, let it go. It's time to let it go, Oh, wow, J-Lo, 3 of your kids have Leo? Wow. That's a crazy household, I bet. It's a lot of action going on. Okay. So, Sagittarius. We'll do singles first. Okay, so I was shuffling. And this card popped up right here, the 10 of coins. Okay. Shuffle one more time and I'll tune in. Okay, they want me to shuffle 6 for you guys. Wow, it's a lot. But we're here to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My spirit guide said, okay, stop. I meant 5 and then I couldn't even shuffle. It didn't even let me. I'm like, make up your mind. Okay. Okay. Sagittarius singles. Here we go. Father God, please release the Sagittarius singles, their first space card for the situations at hand, Lord. What's going on? What are we currently going through as a collective? Okay, we have Judgment here. Why is Judgment here, Father? For Sagittarius singles, please provide 2 clarifier cards, please. Okay. 2 of Wands. Page of Swords here. 8 of Swords. Okay, Sag, singles. Are you communicating what you really want? Are you actually... Okay, do you understand what it is that you want? Most importantly, though, are you getting your point across to other people? Or are you getting your point across to yourself? What it is that you want? Okay, these are channeled messages right now. Like, I can feel it. Okay. Because you feel like you're trapped. Right? You feel like, I can't go on, I can't continue, whatever the case may be. Which you may feel like you are. And you may be somewhat involved in maybe feeling like you're trapped a little bit, you know? But are you trapped because you're choosing to be trapped, though? Because we have here, are you communicating what it is that you need and what you desire and what you want? Are you actually talking to yourself where you're saying, okay, this is what I want, this is how I'm going to do, okay. Okay, what else do you want me to say? Okay. It's time to be honest. Okay, and it's also time to understand how you communicate the way that you do and how it implements your plans or how it starts. What's the word I'm looking for? How it manifests in terms of your plans. Do you say the right things? Do you mean to say the right things? Do you really, really, really honestly know what you want? Are you being honest with yourself? But most importantly, if you're not honest with yourself, how do you expect your plans to actually come through? How do you expect, okay, when things don't necessarily go your way, right? You're left to judge the situation in terms of how things are going, how it's moving, how it's working, how it's transpiring. But when you don't know what you want and you're not actually being honest with yourself, what makes you think that you can actually make the correct decisions for yourself? Be honest with yourself, okay? Because when you're not honest with yourself, you end up being trapped like this. But you end up being trapped because this is by free will and by your own will, okay? And that's why all the swords are around her. Because she's entangled in the middle of it. And all her decisions that she has made, and look, she has a blindfold on too, guys. She's made these decisions and she's feeling like she's trapped because now they're all coming back at her. So just be very, very careful in terms of what you want, and make sure you do things because you're doing it for yourself, and really that's really what you want, and not because you're doing it for other people or making concessions for other people's bullshit. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from, but that's what I picked up and that's what I got. Okay? Anything else you want to let them know? You could be dealing with maybe a Cancer. Do what's best for you. The Chariot also. See how we have a white horse and we have a brown horse? Well, white or black, I guess you can see. So this is taking the bad with the good, and it's bringing it together, and it's moving forward, and it's choosing not to be trapped. Okay? This specifically is taking the bad, which you feel like you're trapped in, and moving forward with it and saying it is what it is in the only direction. Okay, see that you wanted me to keep drawing cards. Temperance, you came up in your own reading in reverse. Are we making the correct decisions? Are we taking ownership, right, for this reason here? Are you taking ownership to the decisions that you made that caused you to be trapped? Are you actually doing and making the correct decisions? Possibly not right here with Temperance reversed. You came up in your own reading, but reversed. You're not applying your emotion properly. You're not being honest with yourself. The emotion that's beginning in terms of how you're approaching it, right? And how you're communicating it and how you're doing it properly. Swords, communication. It's not really working because what is it doing? It's causing a lot of judgment to come up, and it's causing you to say, oh, wow, okay, is this the right thing to do? Did I do the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? You shouldn't really question yourself. You should maybe go over and making sure that you're on the right track, but you shouldn't have to question yourself all the way down the line until when things actually transpire, because then that means that you probably didn't make the correct decision. Because if you made the correct and the best decision, you'll feel better. And I feel like maybe right now, Sagittarius, you're not feeling too great. So when that's an affirmation to letting you know exactly you probably didn't make the correct decision, but it's okay, because I'm a firm believer in sometimes you should be glad when it's your fault, because then you're given the chance to fix the situation and to not repeat the situation. You learn a lot about yourself, and you learn a lot about what happens and how you come up or come to certain conclusions. Okay, we'll do Sagittarius couples, and then that concludes it. Four. One. Two. Three. One more time. Four. Okay, Nine of Wands popped out. Well, that was quick. Okay, why is the Nine of Wands here for Sagittarius? Couples, Father. What do they feel? And why is it here, Lord? Okay, we have the Eight of Wands reverse. Two of Swords, it could be dealing with the Libra. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords reversed. You have a lot of swords here. Okay, you have an even amount. Nine of Wands. Eight of Wands, right? Then you have one reverse, one upright. The Two of Swords upright, and then the Three of Swords. I think, is that right? Yeah, the Three of Swords reversed, and then the Two of Swords upright. So you have an even amount of creativity and communication. Okay. Sagittarius couples, you're going to have to decide. There's a lot of, like I said, see, the same situations are coming up, guys, in terms of decisions. Because right now, the universe is allowing you to decide what you want to do, and they're trying to, it's not like, I don't want to call it a test, but it's something of like, they're trying to let you make the decision because they want to see if you're going to make the right decision. And I feel, Sagittarius couples, are you going to make the right decision that's going to bring you out of heartbreak? Do you want to come out of heartbreak? Of course, right? But you have to see all the battles that you fought. You're going to have to realize all the battles that you fought, and you're going to have to make that one more decision, you know, or that one more decision. You're going to have to make that decision, that next decision, that's going to either, okay, they want me to tell you, either the next decision is going to be something of substance, or it's going to be something of, what's the word I'm looking for? Either it's going to be something of substance, or it's going to be something of debilitation. You're going to have to decide, okay? And this decision that you're going to make, it's either going to be a burden or it's not going to be a burden. But you're going to have to realize that all the decisions that you did make up until this point, do they serve you? Was it something that was necessary? And that's what I'm saying. The next decision, either it's going to be debilitation or it's going to be substance, something of good substance, I mean, or debilitation in terms of it's not going to serve you. It's going to conclude whether you're going to come out of heartbreak. That's the decision that needs to be made. Now, you need to also realize you could be dealing with, like I said, a Libra possibly, because the Two of Swords is representative of Libra. You're going to have to decide, take the blindfolders off. But you also have a decision to make with the Two of Swords here. Okay? The Eight of Wands here. Move with caution too. Be very careful in terms of the decisions that you do make. Be extremely careful and don't rush it. You know, of course, make certain decisions and do them in a timely manner, but don't rush into it. Don't, okay, I'm picking up, don't take the first option, and don't put all your eggs in one basket, because everything that's gold isn't necessarily, you know, shiny, or everything that's shiny isn't necessarily gold, I should say, I'm sorry. You know, everything that glitters isn't gold. So make sure to be careful in terms of the decisions that you make, and make sure you make them wisely. And remember how I said at the beginning of the reading, your next decision is going to be based upon, are you going to come out of this heartbreak? It's your decision ultimately, but you're going to have to see how far you've come, because you've came a far distance in terms of how you want to do things, and you fought all of those battles up to this point. But which one are you going to choose? Because that rod that he's holding, that's the next decision, like I said. But it's going to either be going to get you out of heartbreak, or it's either going to keep you in heartbreak with the Three of Swords here. This is the heartbreak card. It's going to be your decision, ultimately, I feel. But like I said, you're going to have to be careful. Don't rush things. Don't think that the first option is going to be the best. You know, take a step back and take a step back and look at the situation for what it really is. Is it going to be right? Is it going to be wrong? Why does it look too good? Why does it look like it's too good to possibly be true? Maybe it is. And if it is, that's the decision that you don't take. And I feel like that's why this card is really prevalent right now, because it's like I said, going back to the decisions, because the decision that you make, you're going to have to decide if it's going to be balanced or if it's not going to. These are two cards of balance here. You need to make the correct decision that's going to keep you balanced. Okay. All right, guys, that concludes all of the signs. Like I said, if you guys want to book a private reading, check the description box, and you know, we can delve more into your guys' situations. Okay. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll probably be back maybe mid-month or something to kind of check up on you guys and see what's going on. But yeah, be careful. Deception indicated. Okay, guys. Like, that's what I'm saying, Sag couples. Look at what's going on. Why does it look too good to be true? Okay. All right, guys. You guys can also email me if you have any questions. Also on the website that's in the description box, the Book It website. At the very top, there's like contact, there's astro, there's all different kind of options up there. You guys can contact me through there. And also, I'm available through chat, either on Messenger. You guys can go ahead and join my Facebook account. I just made it not too long ago. I'm available on Messenger, and I'm also available through chat on the website as well. Okay, guys? All right, guys, be good. Make the correct decisions, guys, okay? All right, guys. All right, guys, bye.